If the UDF does not win 100 seats, I will quit politics. These were the high-stakes words of VD Satheesan, who as of today stands as the Chief Minister of Kerala. It was a daring pledge from a man facing one of the most formidable ruling fronts in the state's history, the LDF, a coalition that had secured 2 consecutive terms for the first time in Kerala's political history. Yet, Satheesan never minced words. Throughout a grueling campaign, he openly labelled Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan a liar and condemned the LDF administration as the most inefficient that the state had ever seen. His bold prediction was vindicated on May 4, 2026, when the UDF stormed to power with a resounding 102 seats. However, the victory brought a new question that gripped Kerala for 10 days. Who would be the Chief Minister? The race for the top spot narrowed down to 3 titans: KC Venugopal, Ramesh Chennithala and VD Satheesan. Following the landslide victory, intense deliberations ensured as the Congress High Command dispatched AICC general observers to Thiruvananthapuram. Rumors swirled that the majority of the 63 Congress MLAs initially preferred KC Venugopal due to his proximity to the central leadership in Delhi. Simultaneously, supporters of Ramesh Chennithala argued that he was the most senior-most leader with decades of administrative experience. He rightfully deserved the chair. However, the pulse of the people and the pressure from the streets favored Satheesan. The younger cadre of the party made it clear they wanted the man who had been the architect of this win. How did he achieve this? Satheesan was elected as the leader of opposition in 2021, following the Congress's humiliating defeat. The party realized that it needed a leader who could redefine its image in Kerala. Satheesan became the catalyst for that change, a no-nonsense leader who ignored internal factionalism to focus on the elaborate. By identifying and amplifying the anti-incumbency sentiment among voters, he launched targeted attacks on the Pinarayi-centered LDF government that resonated deeply with the public. His most potent weapon was the allegation of a CPIM-BJP nexus. He cited the stalling of the Enforcement Directorate investigation into the Life Mission scam and the Chief Minister's family as evidence of a clandestine deal to protect the LDF leaders in exchange for political concessions to the BJP. On the fiscal front, Satheesan leveraged his legal background to expose Kerala's debt trap, highlighting a staggering 6 lakh crore state debt and a 25,000 crore loss in IGST collections. He portrayed the administration as corrupt and inefficient, spearheading attacks on the AI camera and the K-Phone projects while accusing the government of taking commissions from housing schemes for the poor. Beyond economics, he slammed the captain culture of the CPIM as authoritative and accused the CM of cynical communal pandering. By framing the government as being on a ventilator due to medicine shortages and administrative collapse, Satheesan successfully transformed public discontent into a historic 102-seat mandate, positioning himself as the state's definitive reformer. Born in 1964 in Nettur, Kochi, Satheesan's political journey began in the trenches of the Kerala Students' Union. A lawyer by profession with a master's in social work and an LLM, he first entered the Kerala's Legislative Assembly in 2001 from Paravur constituency. Over the next 25 years, he became a 6-time MLA, maintaining an unbroken winning streak in Paravur even when the political tide turned against his party. Often described as a bookworm politician, Satheesan is a voracious reader who brings academic rigor to the floor of the House. In 2025 alone, he reportedly read 60 books. This habit, combined with his legal acumen, allowed him to corner the government on complex policy matters, making him a formidable opponent even for the veteran LDF leadership. The final decision to appoint Satheesan was catalyzed by the Indian Union Muslim League. As the second largest constituent of the UDF, the IUML insisted that the leadership should go to the man who led the charge from the front. IUML State President Panakkad Saeed Sadiq Ali Shihab Tangal notably backed Satheesan, viewing his modern, secular and inclusive approach as the best fit for the state's diverse demographics. Conversely, his selection faced vocal resistance from the Nair Service Society. General Secretary G. Sukumaran Nair criticized the move, alleging that democratic procedures within the Congress were ignored and that the party had succumbed to pressure from the IUML. This opposition highlighted the delicate communal tightrope Satheesan has often walked, especially given his staunch secularism and his willingness to take a stand against the interference of community leaders in governance. He famously maintained that politics should be left to politicians. Ultimately, the High Command recognized that Satheesan represented a generational shift that the electorate had already endorsed. By prioritizing his proven track record as a street fighter and a brilliant legislator over traditional seniority, the Congress leadership officially named VD Satheesan as 13th Chief Minister of Kerala, marking the beginning of a new chapter in the state's political history.